Hey guys, he's Texas Wild Man, and I'm going to go over a little bit what's in my inch bag. If you refer to part 1, I'll give you guys a little bit of an explanation on why I have what I have and all that. First off, what I use, like I said, I'm old school military. I like military equipment. It's cheap and it's durable, very repairable. And so I use it. As you can see, this is a Alice medium, which is not a real big pack, and I have a few other attachments on here to kind of give me a little bit more space for stuff and make things more easily accessible on the outside of the pack. So I'm not going to go into great detail about my kits. First off, though, on the bottom, get rid of this thing because it's hard to stand up the bag. This is my bedroll. And my bedroll, if I can get it off here. My bedroll consists of a wool blanket. Also consists of a lightweight, if you know what the military sleep system is, you have the lightweight sleeping bag. I have that rolled up in here, and also the bivy sack, which is a Gore-Tex bivy sack that comes with the sleep system. I don't carry the heavy sleep bag right now. If it was wintertime, I would encompass that into this bedroll. But even that heavy bag would be hot in Texas in the wintertime. So this generally gets me through most seasons. About this last winter, I slept out in an ice storm with just a sleep roll and a proper shelter with proper fire. So this is my sleep kit, and I don't put anything to waterproof it, which I would like to find a bag that a sleeve or something that's waterproof that I could put over this. Or I've even thought about putting a trash bag over it, but wool retains its warmth even when soaking wet, and these other bags, the Gore-Tex isn't get hurt, and this lighter bag will dry out really quick. So it'd be nice to be able to keep it dry, but it's not critical. So that's my sleep kit, and my inch bag, I have what we're calling my inch bag. To me, this is my long-term bushcraft bag, but this is my sleep system. Okay, next, on the outside here, I have several different pouches. This big one here, I have, of course, a flashlight. We got bug spray, which in Texas, you got to have bug spray. Inside of here is my fire kit. Oh, I got a headlamp. There's some wick. And then all the rest of this stuff in here is fire kit. This here is my flint and steel with char cloth and my tin. Some wick for char. Let's see what we got here. We got some fuel tabs. I got some pine pitch and different types of wet fire and stuff like that in this little pouch. And then here, which is in a chemical decon kit, also Army surplus, I carry more tinder, some wet tabs, fire steel, what do you call them, the magnifying glass. I got some storm matches, and I think there's a peanut, there's a peanut lighter down there at the bottom. So that's just a quick fire kit I have here. Let's see what else in here. In the front, I have trauma kit. I have some Israeli bandages, some military bandages, a cravat, and then also a couple little finger, bandages. Just quick little stuff to grab. And that pretty much finishes that bag. This kit right here on top is a little water purification. I got tabs for water purification. I have rehydration mixes for water and vitamin C mixes, these little packets. Just quick stuff. I got you know, something to clean up with if I have to, and it's also a good fire starter. What else do I got in here? Oh, I got ibuprofen, stuff like that. This is all the stuff on the outside of this bag is stuff I need to get to quick. And if I'm humping it through the woods, ibuprofen is going to be really nice to have. My fire kit's going to be good if I need to stop and get warm quick. Let's see. On this side, I have a roly-poly dump bag, which is really nice to have. I can take it off the pack, put it on my belt, and forage. Or while I'm walking, I can open it up and forage and put stuff in here. That's handy to have. Up here in this little bag is my compass. Like I said, stuff I'll need quickly. I have my Leatherman Surge right up here on top. And by the way, I don't trust molly straps. I've had them come loose on me, so I put my molly straps on and then I tie 550 cord through the same holes as a reassurance that I don't lose these little pouches. I don't want to lose anything. Okay, so I have my, on the outside I also have my axe. Just a Granfirst Burke's small forest axe. Like I said, this bag has my best equipment in it and best tools. And you know, great hammer, axe, great tool, great for survival. Okay, first pouch over here we got. This is a bag of assorted tinder, pine cones, beeswax, pitchwood, cotton to make char, more cotton balls with wax, and some cotton balls with what do you call it? Vaseline for tinder. I have some pre-made pitch that I've already boiled down, cooked down, and cleaned up. You know, pitch has a lot of good uses, both medicinal and repairing stuff. I can make pitch glue. It's good for starting fires or maintaining a fire long enough to dry out your wood. I have a life straw, which I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, they work good, but I prefer the Sawyer minis better. But I have that in here. Life straw for quick water. Oral hygiene, which is important sometimes. It's a blow stick for fire. And then I got this little container here. It's a container. And inside of this I have first aid kit. I also have lighter, wet fire, a bandana, beeswax candle. I think this is fixing wax. No, this is extra batteries. AAA batteries. I have a blanket pin, which is handy for making slings. And I have the container, which I could boil water in or whatever. I think that's good for that. Okay. This is kind of my admin pocket. I have an admin kit here. You know, pen, pencil. I got an edible plants book, which is not really great for my area, but it's better than nothing. I have my field book, Right in the Rain. It's also where I keep all my notes as I do stuff and learn stuff. I write it down in my book. Let's see, there's another flashlight here, magnifying glass, and another pen. And that's about all there is in that. Let's see what else I got in there. Here I have a rainproof cover for my backpack that I carry, so if it does start raining on me, I can throw this over the backpack and try to keep everything as dry as possible, including my bedroll. This is actually made for a bigger pack than what this is, so it'll cover everything. Okay, last outside pouch. Got my canteen and canteen cup. Now remember, like I was saying before, that this is my inch bag would be in layers, and the first layer or second layer is my LBE, which has excuse me, 2 canteens on it, another canteen cup. So basically I have 3 canteens now and 2 cups. I got my Baco Laplander saw. Oh, I didn't know I had this one here. This is a little steel that I was going to try out. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't. Matter of fact, I forgot I even put it in the bag. Actually, I was going to put this in my other bag and give it a try, do a test on it. So we may do a review on that one later. I have a backup knife for my little camp knife, which I have rigged for like a neck carry, and it's just the Mora #1, high carbon steel, laminated. Great knife for camp task, whittling, whatever. Good tool. So I'm gonna lay all these out in kind of categories here. I guess going under tools. Work gloves, of course, got work gloves. Okay, and oh, look at that, I got some little treats hidden for myself. A couple little pieces of candy. Okay, now we're going on the inside. Oh wait, on the straps, I do carry a high power flashlight here on my chest strap, and that's it on the front. So I have flashlight, I have lights everywhere. You'd think I was afraid of the dark or something. But they do come in handy when you need them, and I have them where they're handy to get to. One I can get to on the run, the next one I can get to if I get stopped. Okay, so like I said, this is long term, it's more tools than anything. One, I got a frying skillet. And if you notice the way I got it placed, it's kind of high on my back. Not much protection, but it's a little protection against a bullet. You know, it's not a plate, an armor plate, but it's something. So that's a container. Okay, I have maps of my areas in here. It's one's a road map, and one is a topo of a pretty good sized area around me. I have all my plotting instruments, a pencil to do all that, so I can plot routes, stuff like that. Land nav. TP right on top. In here I have cordage. This is a little bag of cordage. It's got 550 cord, about 100 foot. I got some more beeswax for waxing thread. I have some fish hooks in here. I have 2 hanks of bank line, one heavy, one light. Both of them are about 50 foot long for cordage. Next is food. This is one enough food. And now my idea on this is, if I'm going long term, I want to carry as much food as I can. That'll carry me to a place where I can start to set up a camp and start procuring my own food. So in here I have these 5 discs. I learned this from Dave Canterbury. This is a pretty cool little trick. But this one here I have, like, this is mashed potatoes in this, and actually the rest of these, the bottom one's got coffee in it, but the other 3 are empty right now. But what the things I would carry in this would be rice in a Ziploc bag, fill the whole container, zip the bag up, put the lid on, have rice, flour, maybe a pancake mix, The mashed potatoes, you know, the powder ones, all you do is add water to and rehydrate them. Maybe instead of flour, maybe carry the biscuit mix, where all you do is add water to it, cook it up. Stuff that's simple, and this is carbs. This is all this is. My thing down here, coffee. I hate the thought of giving up coffee, but you know, I could take the coffee out and put it in something else and put some cornmeal or something like that in here. So this would be like staple foods here. Maybe filling one of these things up with salt would be a good idea, because I can salt cure meat and stuff like that. You can't carry enough to be sustainable for long on your back, but I can carry enough until I can be sustainable long enough till I can work out my problems, work out my issues, get established, and start doing things that I don't need, or find a source for all these other things. So this just carries me long enough until I can get established and set up somewhere. Okay, down in here we got, this is a pretty comprehensive first aid kit and a dental kit. It's got prescriptions I have, which aren't really anything. A lot of ibuprofen, aspirin, Benadryl. It's got some antibiotics in it, a lot of antibiotic ointments, a lot of bandages, eye washes, dental, you know, emergency filling kind of stuff, and just kind of a comprehensive, good first aid kit. I have butterfly strips in here for wound closures. I do have some suture in here, but I don't want to sit there and sew myself up if I don't have to. I do have the butterfly strips in there. Okay, my zebra billy pot. This is my first bushcraft item. This is basically a cook kit. You know, you got your lid. I got another lighter. Got a tea ball for making probably mostly medicinal type teas. Different types of silverware and spoons, and you know, my hobo knife or all that. Then you got this small pot for cooking stuff, and then inside here I have cocoa, a little bit of cooking oil. I got this nice little spice kit, which makes anything, even a little roadkill, taste good. Some energy pills, salt, more coffee, some Tabasco, toilet paper, hand wipes, creamer, that kind of stuff. You know, just little stuff I can fit inside of here. Kind of my cook set. Now remember, I have the skillet, and I also have 2 canteen cups as part of my cook set. Okay, here I have a, what is this? This is a Bushcraft USA tarp. It's a, man, I can't remember the size. I think it's a 9x11, but I have tent pegs in here also, and it's already got all the 550 cord and everything I need on the tarp to set it up as quick as possible. And then down at the bottom, well, let's not go to the bottom yet. Let's see what we got here. Okay, here we have a small game procurement. I have fish trap wheels. I have picture frame wire. These pretty useless as far as snares go unless you're making like a squirrel pole. But it's good for wiring different traps together when you're building them. I got fish hooks, bobbers. I have some picture frame wire to make snares with, stringer, more fishing stuff. Now the area I'm in, where I live right now, is the land of lakes. I mean, there's lakes everywhere. And the 2 areas that I'm going to have lots of water, mostly rivers, streams, and a few lakes. So fishing for me would probably be it'd be a strong, I would concentrate strongly on fishing. And of course I have one of my fisherman kits. Let's see, I have 22 rounds for my .22 rifle, game procurement. And in here, this is my toolkit. I can build just about anything with this. And I can repair just about anything with this. First I have this little, I don't remember the brand, Flex Cut. It's a carving tool, pocket knife. I got gouges, I got V cutters, I got a whittling blade. It's just a really handy little tool. I mean, you can knock out a spoon or a bowl pretty quick with this little thing, and it's super sharp. It's very, I mean, it's made for people who carve, and I carry that with me. I've made a lot of stuff with that. Real handy to have. Let's see, I have a sharpening kit here. I got a steel, several different types of steels. This is a fine, a rough, and then I have a small whetstone and a large sail needle, round with a ranger band. I have an old military sewing kit which has all kinds of buttons and threads and needles and safety pins, and I've added wax strings and a whole bunch of different type of sail needles and upholstery needles. I mean, if I had to suture somebody up, I have these upholstery needles, which would be no fun, but will work. So that's my repair kit. I have a homemade, it's not the greatest in the world, but it's a crook knife that I made. And works really good for carving spoons and bowls and stuff like that. An antler for napping flint. This one is a little bit of fixing wax, which is, if you don't really know what fixing wax is, look it up on YouTube. There's places to show you how to make it. It's really good for wiping down all your steel. I mean, because I don't have oil, I'm not carrying oil with me, so keeping everything from rusting. It's also good for your hands. Your hands start drying out and cracking, your feet, whatever. This is a good handy little thing to have. I have a little piece of sandpaper, you know, I like to finish my spoons. And let's see, I have my sharpening puck for my my axe. And I have some more small bank line and wax string. Oh, bigger piece of sandpaper. Another piece of sandpaper. I like sandpaper, apparently. I got another horn for whatever I want to make out of it for napping. I think I made this originally for a fire steel and changed my mind, but I put it in here. It's handy for something. I have a toggle, already made toggle. This toggle works with my water bottle. Fits down in there, so I can lift it up off the fire pretty easily just by adding a piece of bank line to it. And oh, I got a piece of copper in here too. Not real sure why I got that. Can't remember. Anyway, so let's see. And then at the bottom of this radio pouch, I have quick energy food. I have quick energy drinks. I got teas. This is stuff I can grab fast on the go. It's in a cheapo waterproof bag. It's not real good. And I threw this in there, I don't know how long ago, but actually it looks like it. No, let's go close. Just quick energy stuff, keep me moving. And that's it for that. And then finally on the bottom I have I think this is a 10-quart waterproof bag. Yeah, it doesn't say. And in this I have all sorts of food. Rice, potatoes, macaroni and cheese, I got fruits, I got meat, you know, I got canned meats, I have those packages of tuna in the foil bags, and just more food to keep me going until I can get established someplace and start procuring my own food. So, and that pretty much does everything I have. And at the very bottom, I have a 5x7 tarp. It's just a ground tarp. I could also make a shelter out of it, but along with this tarp and the poncho that everything is sitting on, I have plenty of cover from everything. So that's it. Okay, up here in the top flap, I have a water bag. This is a 2-gallon water bag you fill up. So that'll carry water. If I find a source of water and don't have time to clean it there, I can carry it in this bag until I can get to a point where I can boil it or purify it any other way. More toilet paper right on top. I got a cravat on top and a bandana. And last thing I have in here is some foot cream. If you're walking a lot, you need to take care of your feet. So at night when you make camp, whatever, you can take off your socks and dry them out and wash them, whatever, and put some cream on your feet and pamper your feet. They'll keep you going much longer. So the only thing I don't have in here that I see that I'm missing, I've taken out, is I had a bag that had spare clothes in it, and that would be, I have a set of lightweight BDUs and a t-shirt and 2 extra pairs of socks, which I've taken out of here. It needs to go back in. And then so that's my inch bag. That's it's a minimalist. I mean, you notice I'm heavy on tools, I'm heavy on food, because I want to be able to maintain my calories while I'm moving out of the area of danger, where I can get to a place where I can establish myself, have enough food to maintain me until I can start figuring it out and figuring out how I'm going to live and how I'm going to procure food. Let's see, what else is there? I think that's it. I need to put my clothes back in here, my extra set of clothes. And of course, I should have brought my LBE to show everybody, because that would be an integral part of this. Giving me more water storage, my ammunition, my my shemagh and gloves. The first aid that's on there is my trauma kit and all that kind of stuff. But this is my inch bag itself. Now this is going to be for me. This is for my environment. This is for the environment that I'm going to be moving through to get me to where I want to be. And this is not going to work for everybody. I mean, this probably looks like a bug out bag for a lot of people, maybe, or just a get home bag. It's kind of heavy. It weighs, my kit, this bag weighs, with bedroll and everything on it, probably weighs somewhere close to 55 pounds. My LBE, once I put that on there, is moves it up to probably, I'm carrying, with my weapons and everything, I'm probably carrying 100 pounds on my body, which is heavy, I think. If you're going to be moving, if I got to get out of here, and I'm not coming back, that means I'm probably having to move fast. Okay. One other thing I would add to this, if I had the time to do it, is I'd run down to my trap shack. I got a haversack down there. It's a good heavy canvas haversack, and I would throw in some traps and snares, and I brought a few of those to show you. Grab over here. So this would be like some examples of the stuff I might throw in my haversack. I keep all my snares bundled in sets of 6, so I might grab a couple of these. Snares are 1 meal. I don't know if you haven't ever used a snare, when you catch the animal in it, that snare is shot afterwards. You can't reuse it. You can save the parts, and if you can come across cable, then you can build more snares. But basically, I have 12 snares here. That's 12 meals. That's it. The other things I would grab are some of my small 120s, body grips. I might grab one or two of these. Now remember, it's what I can carry as far as weight. These 220s, you know, for larger animals. I might grab one of these, throw it in there. And then another option would be these dog-proof traps. They're kind of heavy, but if I had two of these and I could find some berries or some fish or something for bait, I guarantee I could keep myself fed non-stop with these. Now, yeah, I'm not eating anything fancy. It's not filet mignon. It's going to be raccoons and possums. But these are some catchers right here. So anyway, if I had the time, I'd run down to the trap shed, grab me some, go grab a haversack with, maybe 12 snares, 2 small body grips, 1 big body grip, and maybe 1 or 2 of the dogless traps. Now that's going to weigh easily 10 or 15 pounds in there, but I guarantee I could feed myself with that little bit right there and maintain food on a regular basis. That hunting is not hunting is hunting. It's not, they call it hunting, not killing, because if you've ever done any hunting, it's not a guaranteed thing all the time. Traps are hunting for you around the clock. Your potential for getting something is much higher. So anyway, that's my Bushcraft, guys. If you have any questions, have any comments on my thing, please put them down there below. I'd like to thank all my subscribers. I've broke over 100 subscribers this month, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate the comments I've been getting, and like to keep them coming. Any ideas y'all might have, like to hear about it. I'm learning. I do this stuff all the time, but I'm always learning. And I've got some really good comments from people that have given me some good ideas. So, excuse me. I gotta swallow that. Okay, guys, this is East Texas Wild Man. I'm out, and God bless. Get out in the woods. Try to stay cool. Maybe you can find you a shady spot. All right, till next time. Bye.